Oh wait, I was just looking the other way. Well, let's see what happens in position number 1. True, bitches. Okay. Nothing happens in position number 1 because there's a fucking door blocking the way. So I'll just switch the gears from front to back and go back. You know, it's really nice that this train is an automatic and not a manual. Fuck manual cars. Say what you want about your manuals and the benefits of having a stick shift and all that, but me, I personally think it's a fucking piece of shit. I prefer being able to drive safely and without having to worry about crashing into something because I was not looking at the road because the fucking stick shift was being a piece of shit and getting stuck on everything. Or destroying my engine because whoops, I accidentally threw the wrong fucking gear. Of course, naturally automatics also have gears, but they're much easier to work with because for one, they only have a few gears, not a million of them. And I think this fucking stick shift is right next to the wheel usually. So that makes it even more easier to just switch gears while looking on the road. And you know, I'm not talking out of my ass as well, I'm talking out of experience this time around, because I did try to get a driver's license not too long ago. And, well, first of all, if you ever try to get a driver's license in Lithuania, you probably shouldn't, because it's a pointless endeavor considering that driving instructors want to just rip you off in Lithuania. They don't care about your well-being. But the other problem is that manual just fucking sucks dick. I really don't like driving with a manual car. And it's all because there's too much hassle. I suppose if you have more experience, this wouldn't be a big problem. But for me, I'm supposed to look like everywhere and also pay attention to the fucking speedometer and all the fucking RPMs and all the fucking shifts and gears and shit. I'm not a particularly attentive person. I mean, my attention span is not borked. That much I'm very thankful for. But there's only so many things I can pay attention to. And from the start, this is not something that's easy to get used to. Not to mention that, let's say you do get used to all the manual bullshitting, but then you go to the exam and you get fucking... What kind of fucking sound is that? What the fuck? Oh! Okay, don't touch the mystery goo, I guess. But anyway, let's say you're already used to the manual engine. You go to the exam, then what happens? You get fucking scared, like people tend to, you know. You get a little nervous and you start forgetting shit, and that's where all the overcomplicated nonsense fuckery really starts to fuck with you. Rather than just being able to switch gears, like go forward from neutral and whatever, you have to go with all the fucking number combinations. Remember when to switch, because you can't do it too early, you can't do it too late, you can't do this, you can't do that. Fuck. Fuck manual. Just fuck manual. I mean, if you prefer manual cars over automatics, again, like in many other cases, that's fine. I'm not gonna blame you for it or anything. I'm not gonna call you an asshole or anything. But you gotta understand, automatics are the way of the future. Because it's just safer that way when you have less things to worry about, less things to remember. When a thing is easier to use, it's also safer to use. You know, because there's less things to worry about, less things to remember. And if there's less things to worry about, that means less things to fuck up. So I think it's about time to let go of this old school fucking artifact and just get a move on already. I mean, by this time, I think we'll be getting like self-driving cars earlier when we switch out from manuals to automatics only, but I mean, even that would be better than manual in my eyes. Cause fuck manual. And yes, I have a grudge against manual cars because of them I fucked up my exams quite a few times. I just keep forgetting something, I get nervous, everything goes to fucking shit, everyone starts panicking, and well, bad things happen, and I just don't like it. What the hell is that sound? What the fuck are you doing? Stop smashing your stupid tail, asshole. Get out of here. Dumbass fucking rat. Well, at least I can say I am not nearly as annoyed by automatic versus manual argument as Jack was yesterday when we were recording Dark Souls 2. I just casually mentioned that Kickstarter Castlevania game called Bloodstained, you know? I'm just like, how's that Bloodstained, by the way? And then he goes, oh, fuck, whatever that guy's name is. I forget his name. I can't remember Japanese names. They're a bit too difficult for me. Basically, the guy who is behind the Kickstarter. Oh, fuck that guy. He ruined Castlevania. You're gonna need to see it for yourself. Stay tuned for Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the Fine Salt. That'll be a great playthrough to witness, as I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you notice that our friend Jack has a lot of beef with that guy who really wants to do Bloodstained. I'm not even sure if I can blame him though. I mean, it's Bloodstained. Well, my experience of Bloodstained is very minimal. I saw it, and me not really being a Castlevania fan to begin with, I thought, meh, I'm not gonna play it. I don't care for it. That's basically it. Because I mean, I look at it, I see, oh, it's a Symphony of the Night game. Man, I really don't give a shit. And that's really just a me thing. I'm pretty sure I'm not in a majority when I say that Symphony of the Night style of Castlevania is not very interesting. But I don't know. I just don't like that style of Castlevania at all. My problem is that it takes too fucking long. And it doesn't even feel like a Castlevania game to me at all. Like, what's the Castlevanias I've played so far? Well, I only played the Super Castlevania 4 on SNES. I have a playthrough on the channel actually. So if you want to see how well I did on that, go right ahead. I'd appreciate it if you did, and I won't care if you don't. As always. But when I think of Castlevania, I think of going through the levels, beating bosses. And that's about it. Just the simple platforming stuff. I don't think going through a fucking huge castle, leveling up, making builds, learning the best strategies and all that nonsense. I don't think an overly complicated vampire killing simulator. I think whip the shit out of Dracula's booty, the game. I know that door can open, I'm pretty sure of it. Maybe not. But I definitely want to get rid of the monkeys inside. So when I see Bloodstain, I think, oh great, another Symphony of the Night game. Just what I wanted. And then I just forget about it. I didn't even look at it anymore, because I just don't care. I want to play a Castlevania game that doesn't last 50 plus hours, you know? I just want to play something that I can beat within a couple of hours, maybe a bit more, you know, like in a singular sitting or maybe 2 sittings. Nothing as ridiculous as Symphony of the Night, and I've seen that game several times now. It can take for fucking ever to beat that son of a bitch your first time. Because there's a lot of places to go to, not a lot of places that tell you where to go. Plus, even if it did, I mean, have you seen the map of the fucking place? It's ginormous. I've never seen anything as big as that. That alone is the reason why I don't want to play the damn game. It's just too fucking big. Fucking ass dagger, piss off.
Eat this.
Distracting piece of shit, why did you even come here? I think we should go pick up Amber. In just a moment though. We first need to go back to where we need to be. Crank that lever, soldier boy! Well, yeah, I mean, once you see Symphony of the Night's map in its entirety, that's when you realize, man, I don't know if I want to do this. I mean, just looking at it makes me fatigued. In comparison, I'd say maybe Gothic 3's map is bigger, maybe Oblivion's or Skyrim's map is bigger, but the thing about those maps is that they have methods of making the entire journey shorter. And you know what? Yeah, the Symphony of the Night also has methods of making journeys shorter, but that's not really my point. The point is it's fucking big and there aren't that many methods of making the journey shorter. So in a way, I kinda actually prefer Elder Scrolls fast traveling in this case, because at the very least I can actually mitigate the unnecessary walking. And I suppose all the walking in Symphony of the Night is so that you would have opportunities to get level ups. It's an RPG after all, you need to level up to be stronger. Makes sense. But other games had their methods of mitigating that too. Well, being able to level up without having to go through unnecessary lengths of distance. Like Elder Scrolls games, they just have enemies respawn like normal, and that's perfectly fine. I'm fine with that. Gothic 3, it didn't have respawning enemies, but they had methods of gaining skill points without actually leveling up, like reading tablets, lifting stones, other stuff. And it seems like I've made a wrong turn to Albuquerque. Let me do that again. Whoops. What other games do I have in my mind? Well, basically any RPG out there, it just has easier ways of leveling up and traveling. They never sacrifice one or the other, they find a compromise. I feel Symphony of the Night does not have this compromise. It has a huge fucking map, which you can't go through very quickly, and don't tell me that backdashing is the way to go. That obviously was not an intended method of going through the place, you know that. But whatever. Whatever. So, too long didn't listen. I don't really like Symphony of the Night. It's too fucking big. Hell, I think the biggest RPG I've ever played so far, maybe Dark Souls 2. Maybe. I mean, it's hard to measure this kind of a thing, but it feels like the biggest RPG just in the amount of places you go to and how big the places are. Because there's a lot of places to visit in Dark Souls 2, in comparison to 1 or 3, and also in comparison to other RPGs that I've played. I don't necessarily consider Oblivion to be... Damn it, I took another wrong turn to Albuquerque. I don't really consider Oblivion or Skyrim to fit in this criteria though, because they have big maps, yeah, but for the most part you can just fast travel. So their size kinda shrinks because of that, you know. I think I need to take position number 1. I always forget this shit. I think especially in Skyrim's case, all the fast traveling makes the world considerably smaller, despite the fact that it definitely is larger than Symphony of the Night or Gothic 3 or Dark Souls, just in the sheer scale. But it's because of the fast traveling and carts and whatever other methods there are to just go through places quicker that makes everything, well, just feel a lot smaller. In a way, it can definitely feel like it's smaller than even Oblivion, I would say. Ah, here we go. We made it on the right track. Alright, here we go. Choo choo, bitch! Get out the way! Bam! I love that shit. It doesn't look very impressive, but I'm easily impressed when it comes to simple wanton destruction, so I don't care. Get out the way, bitch! That sure is a lot of monsters chasing us. Fuck. Door stuck! Door stuck! Get out the way! My god. My god, fucking door stuck. What the hell are you people shooting at again? Oh, there's more dogs. I think we just passed by the actual main entrance to the bunker. Oh yeah, I should probably start using the extractor now. Yeah, this is the front entrance of the bunker, and naturally they didn't want you to go through here because it's a trap. I mean, everybody saw it coming. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Everybody saw it. It's a trap. Of course it's a trap. Is it a trap? It's a trap. It's an obvious trap. And if you didn't see it, well, I don't know what to tell you, man, but maybe video games are not for you. This is actually a good place to be in. I should bring the rest of the crew in.
Follow me.
Alright guys, let's go. Fucking assholes.
Follow me.
They can get off the train, but they can't go straight.
Follow me.
Fucking this pathfinding sucks so much. How do we get it right in Evolva? God damn it. It's pretty safe to say that Evolva was not made by the same guys as this game, but come on, how did we get it right in Evolva? Evolva's pathfinding is great. The teammates that always follow you around, they never get stuck on anything. I mean, maybe. I don't recall any outrageous cases where we got stuck. We probably did get stuck somewhere, but not nearly as often and as outrageously as these guys. And in both cases they were human, so what gives? Anyway, we got more locks to unlock. Oh fuck! That might be a fail. Yes, it's a failure. Look at that, it's too fucking slow. I missed it. Denied. You should always go for the slower one first. What was that sound? Oh. Hello, Monster Lucy. Fuck off. No place for little girls like you. Alright, let's see what else. We already opened this, right? Yeah, that's where we left our train, actually. We'll come back there later. And this... Well, this should be fast enough to get there. Device inoperable. Great. 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 Just great. G-rate. Great. Just great. Don't you love it when things are inoperable because somebody fucking broke them? How fucking inconsiderate are these people? Come on, I need to use this shit. Why'd you break it, damn it? Seriously, even in the future, people are fucking assholes. Don't break this damn shit if it ain't yours.
Carter, I managed to cross-reference the files and find more information on the Eden bunker. There is another entrance. It's hidden in a sewerage reprocessing plant nearby. I've uploaded the location to your scanners, but I'm afraid I have no information on how the entrance is disguised.
Note how Control's voice is not nearly as clear as before. That's because Control is losing connection. Fucking bitch cakes! Quick! Go, go, go! Fucking bitch cakes indeed. The fucking plasma cannon has just successfully nuked Minoko. And surprisingly enough, only Minoko. Great.
I need backup.
Don't you... God damn it, blow up! Here we go. I hate these damn safeties now. Sure, it's nice that they don't kill me when I'm throwing too close to somebody, but I kinda need to throw this. Let me throw this shit. Come on, help a brother out. Oh, nice, nice. Well, this is kinda nice actually. We are in a region station, but now the other problem is how do we get Minoko through? Indeed, a very good question, my friends. Indeed, a very good question, for there is that son of a bitch plasma cannon in the way. But anyway, as Control mentioned, there is indeed an alternative entry point. And in this case we do have to take it, because there's no other way around it. And it seems like Minoko will be stuck outside of our reach for now. Oh great. Fucking shit, like seriously. I know it's Mr. Claw there. He's trying to claw me up. Damn it, he clawed me up! Well, whatever, if he gets killed, that's fine. I'm just gonna suck up the energies from others. Because I do need to recharge my weapons energy. Plus Carter's already here, so it's fine. There is indeed an alternative entry point, and the alternative entry point is disguised. But how is it disguised? Well, that is a good question, with a very simple answer. It's disguised as the sewage reprocessing plant. Isn't it amazing? I think he's close enough for a pipe bomb. Screw you, buddy. I suppose in this case a disc launcher is actually more effective because you can, well, shoot it from a distance. It's kind of like a rocket launcher in a way. Let go, damn it! Piece of shit. I really don't like Mr. Claw. Mr. Claw is a prick. He sucks many dick. Oh really, he's a fucking asshole. Like, what the fuck is this shit? You may have noticed that Minoko was pointing her gun but was not shooting. That is a bug. And unfortunately it's a bug that I have no idea how it happens and why it happens and all of that stuff. It's like I'm pushing the button to shoot, but she ain't shooting for some reason. She just does not care to shoot. And, well, it's a bit of a problem. The big problem, however, is how do we deal with the plasma cannons? Isn't there like a way to go around them or something? Well, maybe there is, maybe there ain't. It's hard to tell. There probably is a terminal which I need to use to get people through though, and if that is indeed the case, well, we're gonna have a problem. Because Minoko is not on this side, so she can't turn them off. I'm not sure if it was worth a damn to blow this thing up. I'll have to assume maybe.